What's happening, guys? So today we actually have some pretty important news. The Blade Soul Unreal Engine 4 Frontier server is closing in May. So we just got this announcement over in Korea. They posted on the Korean website. Going over some Google Translate, you can see that they talk about basically they're going to be closing the game on May 6th, 2020 on Thursday, and that will be the end of the Frontier server. And if you're not familiar with that, basically it's a Korea exclusive server which runs on Unreal Engine 4 with the Blade Soul title. Though the game is completely different from the Blade Soul PC version we have right now. It has completely different content. It doesn't have all the classes. It has a lot of like open world type content, like world bosses and various other things. One of the big controversies is that the Frontier server really butchered the combat. Kind of plays like a mobile game. Most people considered it a mobile port for PC, and that's really why the Frontier server has been rejected in general from the Blade Soul community. It looks like over in Korea too, because it's shutting down. Some people have said that it was originally only going to be just a test server, but I didn't really find any facts to see that that was a test server. I honestly believe that NCSoft wanted to launch this as a separate Blade Soul title with Unreal Engine 4, but it obviously wasn't very successful, to say the least. So one of the things to talk about is what does this mean for Blade Soul for the PC version we have right now, and what does this mean for Unreal Engine 4 that we were kind of promised years ago. So really, you can look at this two ways. One, this is really bad for Blade Soul in general, and this kind of might mean that the PC version might be going down the same route eventually. Or you can look at it in the aspect of a more positive, basically that it means that maybe they're going to focus more on the Blade Soul PC game we have right now and just launch the Unreal Engine 4 that we've been waiting for years now. Honestly, though, I wasn't really surprised that this Frontier server is shutting down because at least in my opinion, I feel like it's just not a good version of Blade Soul, and trying to split up your player base for over in Korea was just a bad decision in the first place. They mentioned in the past that they were kind of looking to maybe bringing this over to the West, but clearly because it's shutting down over in Korea, it's not going to be coming. Really, I'm not shedding any tears over that because I was not looking forward to this mobile Frontier server anyways. The interesting thing, though, is that it did run on Unreal Engine 4, and this was really the only iteration of Unreal Engine 4 we've seen for the PC version of Blade Soul besides, the 3 different mobile games they're making for Blade Soul. I will say, because this Frontier server was so vastly different than the PC version we have in the West and all over the other regions, that it's probably not too bad of an indication that like the current version we have right now is going to get shut down anytime soon. They're still milking whales pretty hard. They're making decent money, at least over in Korea, not so much in the West, but overall in general, a decent amount. So I wouldn't really say that like this is the end of Blade Soul right now, just because the Frontier server is shutting down. I wouldn't like start like streaming and freaking out or anything. It's just really showing that no one wants to play this cheap mobile port. Like, people just want Unreal Engine 4 for the current Blade Soul we've been playing for years, and that's just really the facts. And it's really nice to see even the Korean players agree with that, because usually a lot of people will say that the Korean players love, like the mobile ports. They love, the pay to win, and maybe some of that is true, but it's pretty big general thing just to put over all the Korean players, and it seems like at least with this Frontier server, it was not a success at all. So, I'm not trying to say that I'm happy that a game's shutting down, but maybe I kind of am because this was not a good game at all. So either way, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this. Are you sad that we're never going to get the Frontier server, or are you kind of like me and, you're not sad at all? I mean, I did care about this, and it's kind of nice to see that this mobile port is going down in the dumpster. But that's just my opinion. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching the video. Leave a like, sub to the channel, and I'm out.